Hey guys, I just want to say I'm I'm sorry, and I feel for the officers and their families in Dallas. What happened? I woke up this morning and turned on the news and was dumbfounded at what happened in Dallas. Um, my heart goes out to the police officers, their community down there, their families. Um, it's it, it's hard for them, I know. Um, but this it seems like every day or every week there's shootings of this and there's shootings of that, and it's crazy. I mean, it's like, oh, I'm not getting my way or I'm not being heard. Let's go shoot somebody, or hell, I don't know. I don't know. I've recorded this 5 or 6 times trying to find the right words, and I don't know. Uh, I feel for the police officer community. A lot of people, got a thing for cops. They think they're all bad and this. You know, my hat's off to them because they get out there and they do a job I wouldn't do. They walk into a lot of unknowns I wouldn't want to, you know, do. So it takes a special kind to be a police officer, and they're they're on the front lines. They're like a soldier. They're on the front lines. If you watch, they were there. You know, people were protesting. That's their American right to protest. Police officers were there, and if you watch the videos, when the firing started, they got the protesters who was actually protesting them out of away to safety, and they started taking on the shooters, I don't know, um, but they put their life in between the shooter and the protesters because that's their job. You can, there's a lot of haters out there, and now I hear there's some Black Panther or Black Power group that took responsibility for it. Everybody was in an uproar with Orlando and Santa Barbara, the ISIS shooters and stuff like that, and that was domestic terrorism. Well, if these groups here in America had any involvement, in this, then they should be considered domestic terrorists and they should be taken out. I'm sorry, I'm gonna probably catch a lot of flack on this. I'm gonna be called racist. I'm gonna be called this. I don't care if it's the Black Panther Party. I don't care if it's the Klan. I don't care if it's the skinhead. I don't care what group. Let it be a gang. White gang, black gang, Asian gang, white gang. If you fire on Americans, you should be considered a terrorist group and you should be taken out. I'm gonna catch flack on it. I'm gonna have a lot of Facebook and YouTube warriors threatening me, saying this and saying that. Until you have balls enough to come to me face to face, I ain't worried about you. And when you do come, you better be prepared. You know, it's my God-given right as an American to speak my mind and say it's wrong. You know, they got a job to do. Right now, you people are protesting them, and oh, they're wrong, they're doing this, they're doing that. But I guarantee you 100% of those protesters, if something would happen to them where they needed the police, they'd be the first one calling the police and waiting for the police to get there to protect them. And then this happens, and you know, there's a lot of things wrong in America. A lot. I mean, I don't have enough time in a day to name what's wrong with America. But don't I don't know. They put their life on the line every day. You know, yes, I have issues with police officers. There's what's the old saying, they're never around when you need them, but when you don't need them, they're there. Well, you know, that's my right as an American to gripe and bitch about it. But they don't, that shouldn't have never happened to them down there. Those 5 police officers should have went home to their family. And there's 5 more that got injured, and then 2 civilians. It should have never happened. You know, it took a coward. Yeah, he's a coward. I don't care what party he's from. He's a coward. Plain ass coward. And again, my hat's off to the Dallas Police Department and all the other police officers out there from these little small towns to these big cities. Be safe, be careful, and just go home to your families. That being said, I'm just going to make it short. Everybody needs to, thank a police officer. Just thank them. But also, take my words, mark my words. These gun-grabbing liberal Democrats are going to try to use this just because of a coward. And they're going to try to push their agenda to take guns away, to do this, to get more control. I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, I'm not even an independent, I'm an American. I'll vote for who I think is best for the country. But mark my words, they're going to come out and they're going to say more gun control, more taking guns away from people. And people don't see, it's not taking guns, it's taking your rights. A criminal can get a gun easier than an honest American, a person who is legally able to purchase a gun. It takes them a while. A criminal can get one in a matter of seconds. I don't want to make this into a political statement or anything like that. You know, I feel for the officers, but just mark my words. Watch Obama, watch Clinton, watch what they do. They're going to turn this, and it's going to be gun control, gun taking, gun bandit, this, that, where they're going to try to take everything, and just for their agenda. I don't want to turn this into, a political thing, because that's not the reason I made this video. The reason I made the video is to tell the police officers all through the United States and their families, I feel for them. I'm sorry for their loss. But if you actually think the things in Washington actually care, they don't. All they got on their agenda now is more gun control to push what they want. Just mark my words, everybody. I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care if you're a Republican. Watch. Watch it within 24 hours. Who says what about gun control, this, gun bandit. They're going to push their agenda. To them, everybody's just a pawn to them. Just so they can get what they want. And again, I don't care what organization it was, what group it was, if it's American based, if it's foreign based, if they find out, they need to go in and they need to take them out. Plain and simple. Just, I don't want to get political. I said my piece, and the reason I made this video is to, like again, to say, tell the police officers all through the United States, small towns, big cities, whatever, I support you. Be safe out there. Go home to your families. I'll talk to you guys later.